how did I miss this? Like, no joke, this game is made by Rare, the people behind one of my favorite games of all time, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Now I'm really getting rather mad. You're like a niggly, tickly, shitty little tag nut.
But not just that, also Banjo Kazooie. Like, could I be any more excited? Now, at the end of 2019, Everwild was revealed, a brand new upcoming RPG that shares quite a resemblance to Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is one of my favorite JRPGs of the last decade. Now, Rare are known for creating some of gaming's most beloved franchises, and who knows, maybe this new IP will spark yet another success for the company after Sea of Thieves. So Rare actually released the trailer for Everwild, and that trailer kinda detailed some of what we can expect from the game. Although you don't actually see any combat from the trailer, it is confirmed to be an action game, and it will feature a very large, very explorable open world. There are various different types of animals that can be found roaming around the land, all with Rare's signature classical graphical style. There are also 3 characters found on screen, one of which is the player character, and the other 2 are speculated to be additional co-op characters. So while co-op hasn't actually been confirmed for the game as of this moment because details are still scarce, the inclusion of 3 characters definitely leads you to believe as such. See, for me personally, when Genshin Impact was announced, and that's another RPG that's set in a large open world and inspired by Breath of the Wild, I was ecstatic. Then when I learned that it was going to actually feature 4-player co-op, I could not have been happier. If they plan on adding co-op functionality into the game, they are definitely going to open it up to a much larger audience. I feel like actually in this day and age, co-op games are becoming much more prevalent, I guess, and since I play pretty much every single game that I have with MRSSTIX, either cooperatively or with one of us watching the other one play it, I could not be happier. While a little more than the trailer was revealed by Rare, they did go on to state that they were focused on building an experience that allows for new ways to play in a natural and magical world. They want to provide players memorable, engaging, and meaningful experiences. They're also going as far as to make the bold claim that they're creating something that is more than just a new IP, something truly original, something incredibly special. And like, I don't want to be the guy that has to say this, but I know there are a lot of developers that kind of make these claims, something like, we're creating something truly amazing, groundbreaking, revolutionary. But I'm hoping that since Rare has so much experience in the industry, that the game ultimately ends up coming together. I would also like to note that Everwild is still in early development, meaning that there's the potential for the game to change both graphically and mechanically before the next trailer hits. Speaking of, as of right now in March 2020, there is no confirmed or even expected release date for the game. However, it is confirmed to be launching on both Xbox and Windows 10. Now, considering the timing of the announcement, it could potentially be leading to being a cross-generation title, both on the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X, or whatever the new Xbox is being called. Yeah, don't judge me. Like, I am really far behind the times when it comes to Xbox consoles, because the last Xbox I owned was like, I think probably like a decade ago, and it was like when the Xbox 360 was just released or something like that, and that was only to play like 1 or 2 JRPGs that were Xbox exclusives, and it was definitely not worth it. So I ended up, I think I sold it back for like $50 and bought a new PlayStation 2 game. Maybe it was a PlayStation 3 game. I don't know, I forgot. During a press release back when the game was announced, Everwild was announced to be their next big investment. According to the studio, it is as big a moment for Rare as the launch of Sea of Thieves when it launched back in 2015. However, when Sea of Thieves launched, I also recall some people being pretty upset by how limiting the game was, the lack of endgame content, and bugs that made the game difficult to play. So let's hope that Everwild, whenever the game releases, manages to overcome these issues and provide us with something that we'll be able to play for a long while to come. And that is it. That is pretty much all the information we have pertaining to the game presently. Everwild, it looks amazing. It's beautiful. The creatures look fantastical and magical. The world looks filled with areas to explore. But then at the same time, this is just a trailer. All we have access to right now, all that we can base our excitement off of, is one single trailer. We have yet to see actual full in-game rendered characters, monsters, environments, and most importantly, combat. Now, while I definitely have high expectations from the studio after the games they've developed thus far, I have learned not to be overly optimistic about a game until you get the chance to play it. Now, as long as this game ends up releasing on PC eventually, I'm going to be purchasing it. And if it so happens that the game provides cooperative multiplayer functionality, then both MRSSTIX and I are going to be playing it long term. But this is my opinion, my impressions of Everwild after its trailer. What do you guys think though? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.
Peace.